Hey everyone, it's Dan Charles with LiteForex. It is Tuesday, July 14th. I'm going to do a breakdown of the Forex pairs starting with the Australian USD. Please subscribe to the channel. Go to the link in the description below this video. And if you like my videos, please hit the like button. Be much appreciated. Alright, let's get into it. So we are looking at the Australian USD. So things were quite bearish the last three sessions. We're hitting a bit of a wall at 70. So you can see here that wall was hit on the 7th, then again on the 9th, and then yesterday it came up, put in a lower high from that. So things were looking really bearish. And when I looked at this yesterday, I was saying needs to hold 69. 69 is going to be the support. Clearly it held that today. Now we are a bit choppy, so what needs to happen tomorrow is this needs to bust through 70, and if it busts and close above 70, I see the Australian dollar continuing this bullish run. But it needs to close above 70 first. Let's see how the futures are looking. Okay, so the futures, yeah, it's really comes down to that 70 price. You can just see how choppy things are. You can see that it held 69.25 actually. It held that low on the 10th, and that low was 69.25. So you can see today the low was 69.22, and yeah, we closed at 69.73. So this hasn't updated yet, but it should be right around here. Sometimes it takes a little while to register, but yeah, let's see if this can bust through 70 tomorrow. Okay, Euro USD looking quite bullish today. Look at that, breaking out nicely. Yesterday I was looking bullish as well. This is what needed to happen yesterday, because we held on the Friday, we held this 1.1250 support. It was very choppy prior to this, broke out yesterday, and I needed to see it bust through the resistance at 1.349. So 1.350. Busted right through that. Got to be bullish on the euro. Let's see if it can take out the high made on the 10th of June, which was 1.1423. It looks like it will do that. Support is going to be at 1.1350. Let's take a look at the euro futures. Okay, euro futures. Yeah, similar type thing, breaking out. This will catch up in a second here. You can see where it's at, 1.4085. So it's actually right around 4085. There we go. 4075. There we are. Okay, so yeah, same type of thing. Let's see if it can take out this resistance at 14.5, which was the most recent high on the 10th. Like I said, you got to be bullish on the euro. You got to be bullish. Things change all the time, and right now the euro's looking strong. Okay, pound USD. Pound USD. You can see pulled back yesterday, putting in lower highs, and today it was down. It went through 2,500, which is right there, 2,500. It did go through this other support level, 2522, but it's really comes down to where it closes. So the fact that it's pulling back up above. So now what needs to happen is this needs to have a breakout tomorrow, and we need to break back above this 1.2600 resistance. If that gets taken out, I think I see the pound USD continuing this run as well, and we'll be on to taking out 27. So I'm going to wait for this setup to happen. Of course, it needs to continue to stay above 1.2500, but I'm gonna wait for tomorrow to happen first to see if it sets up. And if it sets up, then I'm going to be a buyer on the pound USD. Okay, so the pound futures look pretty much the same thing, holding that support at 25, rebounding. Now let's see if we get that momentum to break out, because basically we're breaking out. It's normal to have pullbacks, and now we're setting up. So if we set up like this with a bullish candle tomorrow, then we'll be setting up to take out 27 and then take out these highs here, and then we go from there. So let's wait for that setup to happen. Okay, New Zealand USD. So New Zealand US dollar hit a bit of a wall at 0.6600. So you can see here on the 9th of July, we hit the high of 66.01 and then down. Then yesterday, we hit 65.94, putting in that lower high. Very bearish candle. And then today we pulled back and we held this support at 65. Very, very key. So the low today, 65.03, and then we pulled up. So a similar type scenario needs to happen is a continuation and a breakout next day to set up to take out that resistance at 66. So that's what we're waiting to see. Now the weekly chart is definitely showing that resistance at 66, and we have this big gap right here. And it's, you know, when you see something like this, it's often you're going to get a pullback. Just if you look at this pattern right here, big breakout, overextended, needs the pullback, needs to get set back to the moving average, breakout, hitting that resistance at 66, and then we have this gap. Now it can turn around like I'm showing here and continue the breakout, bust through 66, and it's off. But I do look at this, and it does look to me like it could be it could pull back still. So I'm a little bit mixed, but let's wait and see how tomorrow unfolds. If we look at the 240 minute here, you can see that price is really holding support nicely around 65.20. You can see it pulled back, going back to July 7th, holding that support, 65.20, pulling up, hitting that resistance. Here we are coming down, breaking support, holding support here. So now we need to break, just like I showed you on the daily. We need to see a response to the upside to keep this bull run going. Let's see what the futures are looking like here. Well, you could see that support hit today at 65 on the futures. Same type of scenario. Let's see if it can break out just like that and take out 66. And then this possibly has more in it on this move. It's obviously had a very big move into May. And then, of course, we've gone a bit sideways. And here we are trying to break out again, hitting resistance, pulling back, hitting support. Now let's see if we set up and continue that move to the upside. Let's take a look at the USDCAD. USDCAD is very rangy, very choppy right now. You can see it's in between 37 and 35. Was looking bullish, more bullish yesterday, so I wasn't surprised that it did go up, but it's right now it's below that 36.30 level, which was a resistance level. So you can see from here we had some resistance around that price, pulled back, broke through it here on the 24th of June, hit that resistance at 37, pulled back, very choppy, up, down, up, down. Here we are trying to break out again. So obviously it needs to continue to hold 35, but we need to really take out 37 on the USDCAD to really confirm a bullish trend again. Because while it's just choppy like this, we really need to wait for that to happen. You know, the weekly chart, even the monthly chart, we're halfway through the month. You can see the small range. So obviously that represents going nowhere, sideways all this month. Compare the previous monthly ranges, it's a big difference. We still got 15, 16 days left in the month, but let's see if this can really start moving. If it breaks out of 37, I think this goes on a move the rest of the month. Let's take a look and see what the Canadian dollar is looking like. Of course, it's going to be choppy as well. In between 74 resistance, 73 support. Yeah, it's just kind of hanging in there. It's got a long little lower wick today, but upper wick, lower highs based on the weekly, lower highs based on the monthly. Yeah, the Canadian dollar, the USD CAD, it's going to either break above 74 resistance or it's going to break below 73 support. Just the opposite with the USD CAD. So we'll wait and see which way it breaks, and then we'll take our positions that way. Okay, lastly, USD Yen. Now USD Yen is sideways as well. You can see it's in this range here between 108 and 107. So we're really waiting on this one to either bust through 108 or 107. Sure, we have lower levels here that were recently held at 106. You can see the 23rd of June, we bounced off that support, had this little rally, hit resistance again at 108. Here we are pulling back in this tighter range. So we really needed to bust through 108 or break below these levels to really confirm anything. Yeah, it does look probably more bullish right now than anything, but day to day that can really change. If we look at the 240, you can see here that held this low, but we're really just not really going anywhere. So let's see if it can break above that 108 price or hold 107. All right, lastly, let's take a look at the yen futures. Of course, they're going to look pretty neutral, just like I drew in last time. This neutral price right here, which is 0.0093275. So we're just kind of stuck in that range. We're waiting for this to break out or break down through this level support. Yeah, we got to be neutral on this one as well because we're just choppy. Of course, if it sets up in the coming days like it's going to break out, then of course the USD yen would be bearish going the other way. So let's wait for this to set up and we'll reevaluate in the coming days when I make another video. But anyways, that is the breakdown for Tuesday, July 14th. Please subscribe to the channel and go to the link in the description below this video. Okay, have a nice day. Thank you for watching.